Hello and welcome to this week's Friday Tech Roundup. First and foremost, a really big thank you to everyone who joined us yesterday for the Delivering Great CX in the New Normal webinar. We've dropped a link to the recording below for all those who've missed it. Now onto the news. This week we could have covered the cyber attack that hit Honda's global operations. We could have covered Amazon suspending police using its facial recognition technology for a whole year. We could have also covered the London edition of the DevOps Enterprise Summit going virtual, kicking off next week, I believe. But alas, we had 5 bigger and better stories that we wanted to share. So without further ado, let's go. Number 1, warnings have been triggered as security researchers raise concerns over an impending Internet of Trouble as root certificates begin to expire at mass scale. Reported by the Register, this tidal wave of expiring root certificates will cause devices such as smart TVs and refrigerators to fail over the next couple of years. Now, typically root certificates have a long lifeline, around the 25-year mark, but ultimately they expire just like everything else. And if one is embedded in a smart TV, a fridge or security system, the consequences is that it will stop connecting while giving users very little clues about what has gone wrong. Among other warnings, the article points to September 30th of 2021 as the date where the DST root CA X3 certificate used by many Let's Encrypt certificates will expire. You can discover more using the link below. Number 2, in the world of digital transformation, the practices of Agile and DevOps are frequently adopted to not only help accelerate the rate of transformation, but to also increase the chances of success once the pilot programs mature into company-wide initiatives. But along that journey, fatigue can kick in. And James Head asks, well, is DevOps fatigue next? James argues that in the same way Agile fatigue came about, it's nothing to do with the underlying philosophy having lost merit, but everything to do with how that philosophy is being applied and who is applying it. In his blog, James talks about the main culprits, as well as giving clues about where you should be focusing your attention instead to help you go forth at your own speed, whilst losing the need for a summer-long slumber. You can read more using the link below. Number 3, IBM Cloud hit the news this week after suffering widespread outages for over 2 hours, impacting many cloud services around the world. Not only were services down, but IBM failed to respond at the time of the crisis, leaving many clients without recourse after the blunder hit businesses after hours along the east coast of America. While the status page lists 15 active events, it offers almost no details other than the admission that technical teams are engaged and have identified a broad network incident that has impacted many cloud services. Problem is, I think we worked that one out for ourselves. Hopefully they will release more details soon, but in the meantime, you can find out more using the link below. Number 4. Now, for the digital sector, COVID-19 forcing businesses to adopt 100% remote working was the case study it needed to accelerate innovation and open up new opportunities for the future. The problem is, this has been met by some resistance from governments to support countrywide digital infrastructure. Now, the Netherlands is one such country whose digital sector yearns for government recognition, especially when the impact of the Netherlands' digital infrastructure on the economy amounts to 460 billion euros. That's 60% of the gross national product. And they also look after 3.3 million jobs in the country. The article below reports that whilst the Netherlands may have once been considered as a digital hub to continental Europe, the lack of integrated government policy has seen them take a back seat in the race. We've dropped a link below, so if you're curious to find out more, that's where you should go. Number 5, last but certainly not least, and it's probably the best news for me this week, or certainly put a smile on my face. Some perhaps bored but creative folk decide to take the mundane features of remote working and remix it into an epic Microsoft Teams trap remix, which you can now download for free on YouTube. No, I'm being deadly serious. Someone has done this. Just be careful not to click play just before a Teams meeting because it will mess with your head. Oh, and while you're over on YouTube, be sure to check out the ECS channel. There's really cool stuff on there. And we have an Ask Me Anything sessions, which you can now subscribe to. They kickstart next Friday, and these are your chance to ask the experts those niggling questions around your DevOps, CX, and transformation efforts. We've dropped details below, so make sure you check out those links. And that is all we have time for today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to join me for another round of the Friday Tech Roundup. All links have been dropped below, so if you're curious to find out more, that's where you should go. And as always, we welcome any feedback. So should you have anything that you'd like to add, please drop us a comment below or reach out to us on Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, however it works for you. Other than that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I look forward to delivering a new dose of tech news to you next Friday. Take care.